Yo, what is up everybody? Shadow Duelist 17 here, and I'm back with some Yu-Gi-Oh action. I'm gonna give you a deck profile of my anti-meta Gravekeepers. Yes, anti-meta. I don't really go into the meta, as you guys probably seen throughout my Yu-Gi-Oh deck profiles. They were all usually character decks. Personally, I do like character decks. They're really pretty much my favorite kind of deck to play. Most likely the originals more often. I don't really use GX. I have one Zexal deck, but that's Yuma because of numbers. I use Yusei. If I would probably use Jack Atlas as well, or whoever else, or Leo, because Morphtronics is one of my favorite decks. Anyways, so sorry I haven't been like keeping up with a video a week or every 2 weeks. That's usually how I do it. School's been really getting tough, and since it's getting towards the end of the school year, I will be able to do my 1 to 2 week videos. Anyways, let's get started with the deck because I have limited time. Anyways, we start out with 2 effect failures. 2 Fossil Dyna Pachycephalo. I never really knew how to say that name. Now we got Gravekeeper's Ambusher. We do have the new cards within this deck, which is amazing. This card is a decent card. It's a good attacker. That's why originally how I put it in. But since its effect is also so good, I can easily just game people. Well, it's not really much of a good effect at the same time, but you still get a Necro Valley from your graveyard to your hand, so that's good enough. Now we got 1 Gravekeeper's Chief. We still need to get that field spam just a little bit for my side. We got 3 commandments, sorry, for searching our Necro Valleys, because I only run 2 in the main deck. Anyways, we got 2 Descendants. I don't really want to run 3. I think originally I ran 3 before the new support came out for Gravekeepers, but I think 3 is kind of too much, and you're gonna have to tribute a lot. You're tributing other Gravekeepers, which is fine at the same time depending on how you play it, but it can screw you up a little bit when you have too many Descendants in your hand. Oh, excuse me, guys. Now we have 1 Heretic. A really good card, good attack, always 1500 defense or less, whatever, but really good effect. Can't be affected by anything as long as I have Necro Valley. Really good. Necro Valley, you're going 2300 with him, and like he can't be stopped by anything. So Dark Hole, Mirror Force, nothing. Unless you destroy my field spell, you can't even touch Heretic without destroying it by battle. Now 3 Recruiters. Gotta get that search engine to your hand. He's good at plussing. Although I kind of don't like how it's 1500 defense. It's good because the only thing I really can't search out for 1500 lesser defense is Spy. Who else? And Visionary. And that's it for the Gravekeepers. Just Spy and Visionary. Everything else I could just easily search. Okay. That's not good. Oh, there we go. Just lagging on. Oh, okay. So there's pretty much only 4 cards total you can't search. Anyways, we're going on with Gravekeeper Shaman, or Shaman, whatever how you pronounce it. I never really knew how to the exact pronunciation. Good effect, really good. Instead of attack for like Visionary, she's going for defense. So you got that defense into the play. Now, while I have I negate every monster effect that happens in the graveyard. So I can negate like flip summons that work in the graveyard. Sangan, if it ever came back, or when I'm playing on traditional, because sometimes I do that. Negate Sangan, negate all the stuff that works in the graveyard for your for anything pretty much. And while I have Necro Valley, field spells can't be activated, or they can't destroy my field spell. It's really good. Spy, everybody knows Spy. It's a must-have in a deck, along with Recruiter. Flip summon, or flip, special summon a Gravekeeper with 1500 attack or less. Now, Visionary, I only use one Visionary. Many people probably think, why do you run Visionary in a deck, in the Gravekeeper's lockdown, or anti-meta, sorry. It's a good card. Tribute 1 Gravekeepers, if you may, or if you want to. Gains 200 attack, that's good, so he's already 2000. If he would be destroyed, I can discard a Gravekeepers instead, so like I keep him on the field, and he's just gonna be attacking for over 33, for depending how, or 3,000 possibly, depending how many Gravekeepers I have. And if I have Necro Valley, he's gonna be 25 by himself, and with his effect, he can easily go over 3,000. Now we have 1 Max C. We need that draw power as well, especially for our spells and traps. For when we can't draw anything, we're just getting monsters. Monsters is good deck thinning. We already got Recruiter, Commandment, and Spy, like just decreasing our deck far enough. But there's 3 of each, so we need something that can also deck thin for Gravekeepers. Because you need to get those cards that can stop meta decks. This is why the anti-meta comes in. So, onto the spells, we have 1 Dark Hole, 2 Forbidden Lance, really good. Gravekeeper Steel, I don't really know how to pronounce that name. So, good effect. Get our recycle. It's just recycle. It's basically our Pot of Avarice, if you will. But just adding those 2 cards to the hand. And with that added effect of not being affected by Necro Valley. We have Hidden Temple of the Necro Valley. Really good. It's the downside that you can't activate it while you just only have Necro Valley. You need a Gravekeeper. So if it gets flipped face down due to Book of Moon, that thing is destroyed. So you got to be careful, and that's why I only run 1. But I do run 1 in the side deck as well. Oh, excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Anyways, neither player can special summon monsters except Gravekeepers. Excuse me again. Sorry about that, guys. Don't know what's going on. Anyways, can't special summon any monsters. That's deck lockdown right there. So if you're versing 6 Sams and they can't get rid of Necro Valley, they can't special summon. So their field spam is just gone. It's gone. If they have Shien by the time you activate that, try to find a way to destroy Shien before you can, or you're just gonna get screwed. It's pretty much how it's gonna go. Got 2 MSTs, 2 Necro Valleys, as I said, 2 Pot of Dualities. The deck doesn't really much special summon. It's pretty much just all normal summoning. The only special summon is possibly just Gravekeeper Spy, I believe. Yeah, just Gravekeeper Spy. So 2 Pot of Dualities. I main deck the 2 and side deck 1 more just in case. Like, I never know what I'm gonna do in these duels depending on the deck. You never know, so you always have to, if you run 2 in the main deck, at least use 1 in the side deck. That's how I would play it with Pot of Dualities. I don't know. And 1 Royal Tribute, so with the decks that field spam, or if it's like an Exodia deck, I can easily just get rid of pieces of Exodia. And onto our traps, we got 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulsory, 1 Dimensional Prison, 1 Imperial Tombs of Necro Valley. Really good. Anything that's going to get activated, if I have a Gravekeeper or Necro Valley, it's automatically destroyed. I only get activated once per turn, which is kind of bad, but at the same time good, considering that I only run 1 and it's a counter trap. So you see the contradiction. And it's kind of bad at the same time that you do need Gravekeepers and a Necro Valley on the field just like Hidden Tomb, so that's why I only run one of each of those two. So that's why I run one of Imperial Tombs and the Hidden Temples. Anyways, we got 2 Mirror Forces, 1 Solemn Warning, and 1 Torrential Tribute. No extra deck, as you can probably see, but let's go into our side deck. We got 1 Doom Caliber Knight. I originally ran 1 Doom Caliber Knight. I've taken it out for the 1 Ambusher, or Heretic, or the Shaman, I can't remember exactly, but one of those 3 replaced him. Really good. I keep him in the side deck because I don't really want to, how do I put this? I don't really want to use him at the same time, because once effect has been activated, you have to do it. So that's why I keep him in the side deck, depending. Now we got 1 extra Ambusher, just in case we need to get that Necro Valley a lot, because they keep on destroying my field spell if I don't have Shaman or anything to protect it. We got 1 more Heretic because it's so good. I'm gonna run 2. So if, depending on the game, I would probably take out 1 Recruiter or 1 Spy to see what happens, or just take out the Visionary and keep the Shaman. Or, yeah, one of those 3 cards. We'll just see. Anyways, we got 1 Priestess. Priestess is good. All monsters gain 200, and Necro Valley, the field is treated as Necro Valley when there's no field spells. So, I'm guessing the field spell of Necro Valley won't work, but all the effects that deal with Necro Valley being on the field will work. So with Necro Valley, none of the negate cards that would move other than itself from the graveyard is not negated, so they can use effects that just move other cards, like say Lawfuls. I know you probably didn't even heard of that deck in so long, but Lakeside Lady, you remove like 2 other or 3 other Lawfuls from the grave, and it's probably itself to destroy face down. So that would still be activated. It's a good card. I would only use 1. Originally I ran like 1 or 2, I can't remember. But I took it out for the Shaman, Heretic, or Ambusher, whichever one of those 3, like I said before. And just in case matters, I run a 2nd Max C in my side deck. Everybody at least needs an extra Max C in their side deck, no matter what deck you're playing. If you run Max C at all, you're going to always have to use it in the side deck at least. Now we have another Hidden Temples, just in case. We always need those just in case matters, especially to lock down decks that spam so much, like 6 Samurais. We got a 3rd MST, or 3rd Necro Valley. Like I said, you always got to be careful with the field spells. And that's why, one reason why I run 3 Commandments, because the field spells I'm already main decking 2, and we need that 3rd just in case. The 3rd Pot of Duality, I believe I explained it in the beginning of the video, or when I got to the Pot of Dualities earlier in the video, so not really much explanatory. I took this out for one of the for Imperial Tomb, just to test it out. It worked perfectly the last time I used it, so it's really good. And then another Imperial Tombs. Always got to get those possibilities, depending. So I'll probably take it like a Mirror Force, or depending on how badly the deck spams, I could tweak by taking out Warning. If not, just probably taking out a Duality or the Royal Tribute. Nah, I need the Royal Tribute. What am I talking about? Anyways, I'm pushing on my time. I hope you guys liked my Gravekeeper deck. Tell me what you think about it in the comments below. And like, comments, and subscribe. And Shadow Duelist 17 signing out.